And what advice would you give, David, for up-and-coming musicians today?
I would say don't get frustrated if it doesn't happen overnight. Don't think that you're going to be the next number one star on the planet, make millions of dollars tomorrow, because that just doesn't happen. And when it happens, it's so rare it doesn't happen again for a long, long time. And I think that that's mainly is to never have an attitude about how you fit into the big picture, that people owe you this and owe you this. You're going to have to work for it. And I think again that just don't expect things, and mainly to persevere. If things don't happen overnight, hang in there, because I guarantee you something will happen along the way if you hang in there long enough. Don't get frustrated that again you're not an overnight success, because the quickest thing people forget about is overnight successes.
So, David, what kinds of questions do people at your level still ask and ask each other?
Well, it'll be surprising, but people are still asking me. Of course, it doesn't get around publicly, but how do you get a job doing this? How do you stay in Los Angeles? How do you get into a rock and roll band? How do you get into writing for film scores? How do you go about doing this? How do you go about getting a record deal? How do you go about getting your music on iTunes? How do you go about doing a lot of this? And it just shows you that people that may seem to be successful, or their perception is that they're working all the time, aren't always working all the time. So even people on my level have questions, the same questions as people that are starting out, which is, how do I go about doing this? How do I get into a musicians union? How do you become part of? Where can I meet other musicians? How can I make a living doing this? How can I stay working? What are the different types of venues I can do as a musician? How do I hook up if I'm a songwriter who doesn't write lyrics? How do I hook up with another lyricist, and vice versa? How can I be a lyricist and hook up with a musician? A la Bernie Taupin and Elton John's story. That kind of thing, where they put their things in want ads. They didn't have. If they would have had Fame Wizard, they would have probably used them to help them instead of going in the want ads. Very possibly. So anyway, those kind of questions happen, believe it or not, to all the big stars also, and the successful musicians, so called. So I guarantee you, whoever has those questions, that you're not alone out there.